Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to another video of Explore with me. If you are an old subscriber in this channel, you would know how much I love story times, and you just realized I haven't done a story time in a long time. So in this video, I am telling you a story of how I snatched my best friend's boyfriend. Everybody has a story of how their boyfriend was snatched from them and stuff, but you never hear a story of how I snatched a boyfriend. And you wonder again, who is snatching these people? God, I'm here with water. I'm gonna tell you about how I snatched my best friend's boyfriend. So you know how we do it in this channel. We give our people in the story names according to a certain series. I'm going to use Power. If you know Power, shout out. I'm going to use Power to name the people in the story because I don't want to use real names. So I'm gonna start with me. Me in the story, I am Angela, the bad girl. The guy, the boyfriend that I snatched, we're gonna call him Ghost. And my best friend who happened to lose the boyfriend is gonna be called Tasha. That is Ghost's wife in the series. So this goes back to varsity. I met Tasha in a queue, in a registration queue, and at that time in Unitra, Wusu NMD, registration queues were pretty hectic. Like when you go for registration, you would spend hours and hours and hours on the registration queue, and that is where I met this girl. She was sitting next to me and we got along very well because we were both new and we were both alone. We didn't have people that we were with, and we talked a lot and we just vibed and we got pretty close. Every day when we go to class, we would go together. So I would wait for her and then she'd pass by me and then we go, because we were doing the same course, the same modules, everything was the same. So we used to go together to every single class. So my girl starts dating this guy and she tells me about it. She started dating this guy around April or so, and she tells me about it. But yay, I'm seeing somebody and I like this boy. So she falls in love with this guy, and I eventually meet Ghost. And Ghost would come to her place a lot, and we would chill. So I had a lot of chilling sessions with him and Tasha. So now Ghost starts hitting on me. He came to me and he was like, listen, I like you and I really, really like you and I would like you to be my girl. And I was pissed off. I was like, aren't you Tasha's person? What like, I was pissed off, okay? I was not happy. And I went to tell Tasha. The first thing I did was to go to my girl and I was like, can you believe him? Your guy Ghost is hitting on me. And do you know what Tasha said to me? She was like, what did you do for him? Like, why did he come to you? What impression did you give him for him to think that he can easily hit on you because you are my friend? And I was like, sis, no, I did not do anything. And at this stage, I was not angry about it, or I was not offended by what she was saying, but I was still like mad at Ghost. And I was like, I did not say anything. And I don't think even if I had said anything or done anything, he should have come to me like that, because he knows that you're my girl. So how dare he does that? And Tasha got mad at me. So maybe I shouldn't have told her, guys. I don't know. So Tasha gets mad at me, but I didn't see at that time that she was mad. And the next day we had a class at 9 and I wait for her. She does not come. I rush for my lecture and she's already there. And she was avoiding me. Like, she was literally just dumping and playing me. She was not talking to me the whole day and the next day and that day, and you could see what she was. So I was asking myself, what do I do now? Do I go to her and ask, baby girl, what's happening? But then why would I do that? Because I already told her, and at this time I was already getting furious as well. But how can she take this like that? Like, she's supposed to be mad at him. And at this time, Ghost was not chilled. He was also like still coming onto me hard. It didn't matter how hard I pushed him back or anything. The guy was still there. And Tasha, on the other hand, I almost said her name. Tasha, on the other hand, was not giving it. Like, a week passed on, and I decided to tell my friend Uzizi. Oh, I said, no, I'm calling. I told my friend about this, and she was mad. She was mad at Tasha as well, because now Tasha was the one blowing things out of proportion. As much as Ghost is the wrong one here, but Tasha... So I tell her, and then we talk about this in our room where we are all staying, and everybody is mad at Tasha, and everybody is saying that Tasha is wrong. Tasha is being a B. Why is she doing that and stuff? So this influences me again, and I get so mad. And a few minutes later, Ghost calls me. Yes, Ghost had my number. And Ghost had my number before he started hitting on me. So don't ask how he had my number. He had my number before stuff, when we were still cool. So Ghost calls me and says, I'm walking to Spa. Can you please come with me? This guy, guys, the thing about him is that I could call him all names, and the next day he pretends like nothing ever happened, like he didn't hear any of those things said to him, and he's a smooth talker. And I was like, no, I'm not going there with you. And I dropped the call, and I call him back, and I say to him, Yazin, don't call me when you are on the way to Spa, and I'd rather walk you to your room, not to Spa. And he did. He called me when he was coming back from Spa, and I walked him to his room, and the rest is history. So, no, I did not, guys, I did not do anything with him that day. But we something was initiated. So, and we went on, and I did not feel guilty. I did not feel bad. I just went in, and I was like, the boy's mine. So now what makes me a villain now in this story is that Tasha comes back to me after some time, and she's like, listen, baby girl, I'm very sorry about how I handled the whole ghost story, this thing. I should have trusted you, and I should have known that you would never do that to me. I'm sorry, and I am willing to put it behind me. I'm not in good terms with him currently because of that, and I apologize. And I was like, okay, I forgive you. I'm cool with you. And obviously, I did not tell her about... late. I didn't tell her that. And guess what? She fixed things with the guy because she told me that they were in bad books. They somehow fixed things, and then she comes back and she tells me that we are now okay. But things are not the same as they used to be. I can tell that this guy has somebody else. He definitely has something because he's not behaving the same way. And me, I tell her, why don't you leave her? Why don't you leave him? And at the back of my mind, guys, I'm gonna be honest, when I asked her to leave, because there were so many times that she'd come and say, Ghost is stressing me out. And I would say, leave him. I said leave him. I was telling her to leave him so that I could have him by myself, all to myself. Yeah, but so she went and she broke up with him. And do you know what Ghost did? As she was breaking up with him and she was dumping him, Ghost told her, actually, I'm cool with Ash. I'm with Angie. Oh, I'm Angie like I did. I'm with Angie now, and Angie and I are vibing. We're quite cool, but I just did not want to break up with you. Hey, did the walls of Jericho not fall on me? Everybody in our department knew about this. My friends knew, my roommates who were my friends knew about this, and nobody, not even a single person was by my side. Not that I expected them to be on my side, but not even a single person was for me. Everybody was against me. I was a bad person. I deserve to be burned and everything. So, but did I leave him? I did not leave him at that time because he Guys, it was nice. Okay, I enjoyed it. So that's why I was a bad person in this video. I mean, in this story, that's why I was a bad person, because I actually did enjoy the relationship. So, but the relationship only lasted for 4 months. I did dump his ass, and guess what? A year later, I found out that, so Tasha and I were never good again. Like, we were never talking again. So a year later, I found out they got back together. So I'm not a bad person after all. I didn't destroy any chances of a future. They got back together, and they dated long at this time. I think they dated for about 2 or 3 years, until like we left varsity. Until before we left varsity, because when we left, they were no longer together. And I was also with somebody else, okay? So Tasha and I are very cool right now. Before you decide to go and press the subscribe button and unsubscribe, you must know that Tasha and I are very cool right now. And Tasha and I had a conversation, this conversation, a few weeks back. It's actually what tempted me in telling this story, because we spoke about it and we both laugh about it now, even though she still says, "Ma, you did me bad, girl, you stabbed me." But she's happy with somebody else. She's married, she's happy. So don't unsubscribe, don't leave me, don't burn me. So that is how it happened. Don't blame me, okay? I was just doing what any other person could have done. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I hope it will be still all of you.